What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Darkness Falls. Now, today is going to be a guide video on finding ore in the Wasteland. So, first things first, if you're going into the Wasteland, you're going to need a couple different things. One, you're going to need something to protect yourself from the radiation. So now in my case, I have a full set of power armor now, but if you don't have power armor, you're going to need a full set of hazmat gear, or you can take a chance and use anti-rad pills. So either way, that's what you're going to need. Now, other than that, what else are you going to need? Well, you're going to need yourself your mining tool, and you're going to need some kind of good weapon to get through the Zeds that are there, because there are some pretty nasty ones there. You can run across a lot of demons. It's not just demons, there's like all sorts of ferals and radiated zombies there as well. So we're pretty good, we're set up with everything we're going to need here. So today's video is just going to be about finding the ore in the Wasteland. Now, one of you guys were nice enough to comment in a previous video and kind of give me this technique. So I'm just going to show you guys exactly the exact technique for doing this. It's pretty simple and it's pretty easy to do. So actually gas this up before we go. We're kind of lucky in the fact that we're only that far away from the Wasteland. I mean, we're about a kilometer at most. So pretty easy trip there. We're just gonna head on over and see what we can find. Now, generally speaking, this has always worked for me, and now I'm not going to guarantee it's going to be that way every time, but every time I've done this, I found a spot where there is all three of the ores. So the three ores that are in the Wasteland that are not in the other biomes are titanium, uranium, and plutonium. So these three ores are a late game ore or a later game ore. Titanium is excuse me. Titanium is mid to late game depending on your play style. I tend to go there before the second horde night for sure, if not sooner. Depends on how quick I can find my hazmat gear. But uranium and plutonium are late game stuff. That's stuff you're going to need after you get yourself the laser workbench and start working on future tech stuff. So you will need a bit of it. It is very slow mining. It's very slow for smelting in a fusion forge, but it can only be smelted in a fusion forge, so that is something you will definitely need. Now anyway, we're just getting into the Wasteland here, so as you can see the terrain is starting to change, and you'll start noticing there's some nasty looking zombies around here. Demon right there. I don't have laser weapons yet, but we do what we have to without them, so we're just gonna this should be good enough right here. Whoa, apparently he's not happy with us. Just gonna send him on his way, and I always put down a bedroll when I come to the Wasteland. Now it's just more for just in case, but it's not 100% necessary. I just do it just to make sure in case I die I can spawn right here by my vehicle. It's not so big of a deal right now because we're maybe a kilometer from our base, so it's not too far to go. But anyway, enough about that. You got to be careful from mines. Just watch your step as you're coming into the Wasteland. Like I said, there's mines. You're going to see demons. You'll see all sorts of ferals, like that should be a feral guy right there. Just gonna give him a pop. Okay, he wasn't feral. This guy is though. Nice feral white. 1000 HP. Tell him bye-bye. But anyway, we're just gonna come up here on top of this hill. We're gonna clear out a little bit of the zombies. Make sure that there's nobody around. As you can see, I've apparently been up around here before. But anyway, we're just gonna take ourselves a couple of hits at these guys. I think that's pretty much it. The only ones I'm really concerned with are the demons, and to be honest, they're not even too terrible as long as there's only a couple of them. But anyway, in order to find the ore, you're going to want to go down a couple blocks here, and then you're going to want to go over 1. So you have just a slot you can tuck into. So now, as you guys can see, you can see into the map here. Now that is what you're looking for, stuff like that. Those are surface ore boulders, but for some reason in the Wasteland, they're in like a huge clump down below the surface. Now they can be random as to what ore is actually going to be in them, but every time I found a cluster like that, I always find the vein as well. So now we got somebody approaching. Can I actually draw his attention? Just gonna have him pop down the hole while we're sitting here. But anyway, as you guys can see, did that seriously not even kill him? Wow, okay. But anyway, as you guys can see, there's several of them around. You'll notice there will be big clumps of them, there will be small clumps, and sometimes you won't see too many around for quite a distance. But when you do find them, we're actually going to pop into this other side here and take a look from over here. Not exactly. Not like that. Let's try this one more time here. There we go. So then you can see you get some that are quite sizable. Now these are the ones you're going to want to go for, is the ones that are quite sizable versus the smaller ones. And that's because there just tends to be a whole lot more to them. So we're going to try to find this one. So it takes a couple tries to find them normally. Now one thing I have not tried, which I actually just thought of, was using the tablet to look through the ground. Whoops. With this. Now, I'm not sure if you could actually see once we get over there to actually see that, but we're going to check it out and try, because, you know, this is kind of my first playthrough with using the tablet. So, which was another thing one of you guys was nice enough to tell me about that's actually in the game. And we have a behemoth right there. We're going to be cutting him down in just a minute. Just like that. He ain't dead, is he? No, he ain't. Oh, he is. There we go. Them 4, fully modded out, makes short work of zombies. If you don't have the M4, sword works absolutely fantastic as well. I have a NiCad battery mod in this, so it's lovely. It works like a stun baton as well. Gonna grab up these loot bags quick. Yeah, I love this. I love this sword with the NiCad battery mod in it. It's fantastic. If you guys get one of these swords, I would definitely suggest the mod in it for sure. It's beautiful. Get rid of him. Now we should be relatively close to where this node is. Like I said, sometimes it takes a couple tries to get it. We're just gonna wipe this guy out quick. Try not to take too much time on the zombies, but they are plentiful down here for sure. So many of them. But anyway, we'll deal with them more as they come. So I always go down 3 blocks, and then, or all that case was 4. But anyway, we are pretty close to being right on top of it. It's actually just a hair over to our left there, so it's going to be about under right in the valley there. So we're just going to pop down over there quick, and come on. Just like that. Going to kill this dog off quick. Whoops. I'm a horrible shot, by the way. Yeah, get used to how bad I shoot. But anyway, it's going to be like right down here, right in this little bit of a valley, I'll call it. So we're just going to go straight down through here and see what we find. So it may take you quite a while to get down to where you need to be. We're just going to check and see where we need to go. So we're actually right next to it, which is fantastic. Zombie up top there. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, we did a pretty good job of getting close to it. Now we just need to punch straight over and we'll be right into it. Now, it's kind of odd. I've never managed to collapse a Wasteland mine. Um, I don't know if you actually can or not, but once I've been inside one of these, I've never, ever managed to collapse it. So, as you can see, we're starting to get into these boulders, and our first resource we are getting is titanium. So, now you'll notice these are it's kind of a weird spot to be in. It's pretty open, kind of funky looking in here once you get inside. There's sand that'll be hovering like this block here. Not sure exactly what the deal is with these chunks here, but you'll notice we have our first wasteland ore right in front of us. Now this looks exactly like nitrate, so don't be confused. In the wasteland you can still find nitrate, but when you're hunting ores, the stuff that looks like nitrate ends up being your plutonium. So plutonium is going to look like nitrate. You can also find it in them boulders like that, but this is how this is exactly what plutonium looks like. So if you find stuff that looks like the nitrate in the wasteland, it is 9 times out of 10 going to be your plutonium. So anyway, let's keep going with these boulders. We should be able to find ourselves some other ores down here as well. We're just going to cut through some of the sand and see if we can't find ourselves the other ores that should be in here as well. So pretty heavy on the plutonium so far. I have not seen another ore type yet, but we're still up high. So anyway, just keep cutting down through these. We're finding some more titanium right now. And still all titanium, which is kind of odd. It normally varies when you're busting these apart, but and I'm not seeing another ore type. Kind of odd. Just let the stuff fall. It don't hurt too bad. Okay, so all these boulders apparently want to be titanium this time. Kind of odd. And everything we're finding is plutonium at the moment. Sometimes you gotta cut around a little bit and try to find where the other side of the veins are. But it looks like this one wants to be all plutonium on us, unfortunately. Let's test out the tablet now. See if we can actually see through. Okay, there's still more boulders down below us yet. It's a little bit weird looking through this, but once you play around with the tablet a little bit, you kind of get used to it a little bit. So it looks like there's a bunch more boulders down below us yet. So there's a good possibility we will find another ore down lower yet. So let's just cut on down through here. Start chunking these up. Okay, so we actually just found some uranium now. Uranium is this nice dark green looking one. Unfortunately, we're not finding the node yet, or we're not finding the vein. Another thing to note with these is you can't hit all of them. As you'll notice, I'm like not able to hit any of these here. It's kind of really goofy. Another thing you just kind of get used to when you're doing this is the fact that as you're going through, some of them will disappear. You're able to hit only a few of them. You know, it's a little bit goofy, but as you guys can see, we are getting a decent amount of the ore. So if nothing else, you can at least still do pretty decent on ore if you're not able to find the other veins in the mine here. But I am not seeing another ore, which is really odd. Can't get through them. I find this very strange. think this is the first one I have found that has not had all three ores as veins around it. Thus we're not completely through it yet. Well, looks like we pretty much are. That's weird. This is the first one I have found so far in the Wasteland that has not had everything in it. So let's see if we can't find another spot close by we can just tunnel on over to here. That's a little ways away. We probably could tunnel over to that. It would take a minute, but see if we can't find one closer by. Can I not bust through this one? No, I can't. Unfortunate. Alright. Oh, there's actually more right here. Cool, cool. Good, good. That's exactly what we're looking for. So that would explain exactly why we weren't finding the other veins, because they should be over in this chunk of it. Like I said, the mining here can be a little bit funky. But again, you kind of get used to it after dealing with it a bit. So anyway, as you guys can see, we have one that looks like iron. Now what is this one? This one would happen to be your uranium. As you can see, we're getting the dark green resource down there. So it sounds just like iron, it looks just like iron, and a little bit of a lock up there. But as you guys can tell, we're getting quite a bit of uranium. So that's what uranium looks like. It looks like that lovely little bit of iron. But it just so happens to be, get rid of some of this stuff around here. This just happens to be your uranium in the Wasteland. Now I'm not sure why he used the same graphic for it. But for whatever reason, this is what your uranium is going to look like in the Wasteland. Now, I'm not saying you can't find iron in the Wasteland, because I have found the normal resources in the Wasteland as well. But 9 times out of 10, if you see something that looks like iron, it's uranium. So, alright, let's see if we can find titanium. Now, titanium should be here as well, but just going to have to plow on through. Well, we got more of the plutonium. Oh, wait, actually, here we go. This is actually nitrate. So as I was saying, you can actually find the regular resources. So as you'll notice, we are getting nitrate now. So kind of weird, I know, that you'd end up finding that right next to the uranium, but I don't know. Like I said, you kind of get used to the goofy things as you go. You're probably gonna find a lot of other goofy stuff too, but you'll notice it's none of this is actually plutonium now. It's all nitrate, which again, the weird joys of the Wasteland, I guess, is what I chalk it up to. So anyway, just keep plowing down through these. Eventually, the nitrate may turn to plutonium. I have had that happen where it's like plutonium up, or nitrate up here, and then down further it becomes plutonium. So again, it's really goofy. You know, you could come to the Wasteland and never end up finding the regular resources like that, or you could come here and that could be all you end up finding. So you know, it can be a little goofy, but like I said, if you find a spot like this, or it looks like this when you're glitched under the map like that, 9 times out of 10, you are going to find the resources you're looking for. But there's always that chance that, with the exception of these boulders, you're not going to find it. But it's not looking like we're going to find titanium, which is kind of odd. Like I said, every other spot like this I've dug into has had all of them. So kind of odd, but you know, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. It can be a little weird sometimes. Is there another chunk around here that we can tap into? What I'm looking for now, because there might be another small chunk that is around here that will have the titanium. Come on, let me in there, you dumb thing. Alright. There we go. Does not look like it. Somebody's busting in trying to get down to us. That's okay. Let them come. But yeah, titanium is going to look like your lead node, by the way. Being we're not finding it in here. Titanium is going to look exactly like lead. Now again, why does it look like the regular resources? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he didn't have something else to use or whatever, but oh, they sure are that's a behemoth. That's not good. But yeah, so it's gonna end up looking like lead. It's not gonna look like anything goofy. Just like this is not nitrate here, but over there it is nitrate. So it's again, it's a little bit funky. Let me actually, I think what I'll do is I think I'll pause and tunnel over to another one here, and we'll see if we can't find a titanium node so I can show you guys exactly what that looks like. So I'll be back to you guys in a little bit. I'm going to make a long tunnel over to another one. Alright, so we're back inside another one of these goofy looking boulder holes, I'll call it. Not sure exactly what you want to call it. Now I will forewarn you guys, there is regular iron in here. I found it on the way over too, but this is regular iron. So it's not what we're looking for as far as a radiated resource. But anyway, hopefully we can find ourselves some regular titanium vein here. Get rid of some of this stuff here as they're going through. Here we go. And if it looks like lead, it is titanium. So as you can see, we are getting plenty of titanium from this. This is what your titanium is going to look like in the Wasteland. It looks exactly like lead, and as you can see, we are not getting any lead, but we are getting a bunch of titanium. Did they find me now? I think they found me. I kind of took a goofy detour to try to get rid of them, but yeah, they're coming. I took a goofy detour trying to lead them away, but they managed to follow my trail all the way over. I kind of went up at an angle and then I cut around and back trying to lead them off, but did not work. So anyway, as you guys can see, this is titanium. Now, regular iron, of course, is present down here too, so this is not... Oh, and it's nighttime too. This is not your uranium like it would be over in that other chunk of the vein. This is actually just regular iron. So you're going to run into stuff like that throughout here. It happens. It's not a big deal. You'll just have to pay attention when you're mining, because again, some of it's going to be a regular resource, and then some of it's going to be exactly what you're looking for. So, like I had mentioned, this being titanium, and that being regular iron. Now we also had found nitrate down here, so there can be a big variety of different resources down here. Not everything is going to be the 3 exclusive to here, and it's going to be random as to what you get out of these, but chances are if you're mining those, you're going to find you're going to find what you're looking for as you're going, because they should change and become one of all 3. So you'll definitely find what you're looking for when you're mining. You might just have to, again, use that trick we used to first locate it, and then find another like extra chunk here like we did. We found 3 separate little chunks of stuff to mine, or 3 separate little boulder areas like this, and each one will have its random resource in it. Not necessarily will it be what you're looking for, but up until making this video, every one I had found has had all 3 in it. So it's kind of new to me that this one only had 1. But then again, it might not. We haven't cleared this one out all the way. But anyway, that's going to do it for this guide. So hopefully you guys learned something about finding the ores in the Wasteland. Hopefully this video can be a bit helpful for you guys. I know the Wasteland can be a bit of a pain in the tail when you're trying to look for resources, so hopefully this helped you guys out, because I'll tell you what, when I first learned this from one of you guys in the comment section, It was very, very helpful for me, and it has served me very well. So anyway, it's time to get the hell out of Dodge and end this video because the demons are coming in the night, and I do not want to be stuck in the ground when those guys come here. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it serves you guys well. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel as well. And make sure you guys turn your notification bells on. If you guys have any questions or comments about this, let me know. I'm more than willing to help you guys out however I can. Any other guide videos you guys need to see or would like to see in general, again, just let me know. I'm more than willing to make them up, and all you guys gotta do is tell me what you guys are looking for, or just tell me what you need a little bit of help on, and will do what I can for you guys. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. So we'll catch you guys for the next video.